Hi, this is Michael Gardner, and I wanted to do a quick review on the Hubsan Zino. I believe this is the H117S 4K model. Um, I wanted to have all the parts out here just so I could be able to cover as much as possible about this drone. Um, this is the controller right here. It has, this is the power button. This is the landing feature and auto takeoff and auto land. Well, this is return to home. I'm sorry. And this button right here is where you can switch it between sport mode by pushing it to the right and normal by pushing it to the left. It has a port for your phone. This is the Android port to where you can connect it to your phone. And I don't know if I can open this here, but you should be able to fit your phone and maybe a small tablet. It extends out even more, than that, but I can't pull it out. I wish I could show you. And it's running on, let me see. I should turn on the light brighter so you guys can see it better, but it's running on 3.7 volt. Shoot, the writing's so small. 300 and oh my god, I can't even see it. But I hope you guys could focus in and see it, what it's running off of. I'm sorry, I'm so blind. But it has a little scan tag for you on the back that you could scan with your phone and probably get all the specs for it. I think it's 2600 milliamp hour LiPo battery that it's running with, and I apologize about that. Both of the sticks, this is in mode 2, but you can operate it in mode 1. But both of the sticks are spring loaded, and this for the long press to turn it on. You got your lights right there to let you know that the battery is full, and you could turn it back off like so. And the charger, it's got plenty of chargers for it. With this 12 volt, it plugs into your car, and you can, in the balance part for it is right here where you plug that in, and you can plug it into your car. And the home charger, it's made for whatever country you order it from, but of course they got I guess it's called polarized, I'm not sure, but you just plug. This is my first review I've ever done, so please be patient. You got the little 12 volt port right here. I guess you can call this, the female part, and this is the male part right here with the pin inside, if I got that correctly. I'm trying to turn this thing back off so the lights won't be so bright. And of course it has the little gimbal part on here, and this is to take pictures, if you can see the little camera icon. And this is to take video right here on this button. And if the remote feels really nice, and one of my wires just fell. Let me get these wires out the way so I could show you the drone. Of course, this is the battery right here for the drone. I got the fly more, where you get 2 more additional batteries plus a battery inside the drone comes with it, and it comes apart like so. You'll push the pins together and pull it out, but I'm working with one hand here. And this battery is easier to see. It's 3000 milliamp hours at 11.4 volts, if you can see that. I can't get a good focus on the camera, but it's listed right here. I'm doing a terrible job so far. And when you first get the drone, it comes with these little cardboard pieces wrapped around to keep the propellers together. And it also comes with a screwdriver, to where you take these two screws out to change the propellers. It comes with an extra set of props. Um, of course, when you unfold the drone, you got to do the front part first, to unfold it, and then you do the bottom one to unfold the drone. So the upper parts you do first, and then the lower parts, and then it comes with another USB cable for the charger on this balance port. You just plug it in like so right here, and and the gimbal, you have a 3-axis gimbal on this, is which I love the most. And you have to calibrate everything, the gimbal and stuff, by doing the funky drone dance where you got to turn it so many times like this, and then you got to point the drone down and turn it about 4 times the same direction, and it'll be calibrated. It's good to do that every time because I got a huge toilet bowl effect off of this drone. I flew it up in the air thinking that it was already calibrated, and as it was in the air, it just started going off on its own in a huge circle, and I thought the drone was getting away from me, but I got it back and calibrated it, and it worked just fine. But as I was landing it without calibrating it, it started doing the small toilet bowl effect in the air. So you got to make sure you calibrate this every time before you fly. And of course, to turn it on, you got the long press and the beautiful LED lights on the bottom, blue and red, that let you know that these blue ones are the top ones and the red ones are the bottom ones. And when you bind the drone to the remote and the phone on the Hubsan app, then these lights will stop flashing, of course. And since the gimbal is already calibrated, you know, it's doing pretty well. I love this drone. Once you get it calibrated, it's really stable. It fights the wind very well, because I flew it on a day where I was putting on my CB antenna from my base station, so I wanted to capture footage of it with this, and the drone stayed in place and everything and fought the wind the entire time. I had got some dirt on the propeller from when it got in that toilet bowl effect. The propellers got dirty, but overall I really love this drone. And it has a compartment to where after you put all your batteries and your remote and everything inside of this carrying case, that it has a divider where with Velcro that you push down on it, you know, with the back part right here, and you put the drone on top, and it fits perfectly when you go anywhere with it. And it has 2 little pockets on the side. Oh, I'm sorry, my finger's in the way. It has 2 little pockets on the side for you to like put a bottle of water, or what I use it for is I apologize for knocking everything over. Is to carry this disc, the scan disc that you gotta buy, you know, from Walmart or something like that, because right here it has a USB port for updating firmware and things like that, and then this is where the SD memory card goes right here. So I got 128 gig. It's all upside down, memory card, and you just put the face down it like so, and it slides right on in there, and push it till it pops, and that's on the left side of the drone. Of course, on the mode 2, you got your throttle on the left side with throttle up, throttle down, you all left, you all right. And then you got the aileron or whatever. I think that's roll right and roll left, and then forward pitch and reverse pitch. That's on mode 2. And then, of course, on mode 1, the throttle body would be on this right side. And then, you know, the roll right and roll left stick would be on the left side in mode 1. And I think I covered everything as far as, you know, this drone is concerned. And you gotta want to have the antennas flat, and you can angle them a little bit if you want to fly, and you know, so you can in case you're flying long range. That's generally about it with this Hubsan Zino. I can't think of anything else to show you guys, but I really love this drone. It's very stable. It's in, oh yeah, let me cover this part. It has 3 red LED lights on this balance charger, and it takes about 2 hours to charge one of these batteries, so you want to have plenty of time and patience before you fly this thing. And when it's done charging, all of these will turn green, these lights, these 3 LED lights. And I apologize again for keeping on putting my finger in front of the camera, because I'm recording with my phone. And for this wire that, you know, comes on the side of this remote, it comes with all the wires that you'll need to fly. Like if you got an iPhone, it has an iPhone part from the TX. You just plug that in, the TX part inside the port on the side of this, and then plug this part into your phone. And then, of course, I got an Android, so I got the little regular USB port. It's one more, I think, for like the, let me see, yeah, this is for the newer phones, like those 5G phones or whatever they are. They're the newer generation of phones. It also has a charger for those for the remote. And this battery keeps the phone on. If you got like a low battery on your phone, it'll keep the percentage at the same as long as the remote is you know, on and powered up. But if you want to see how well this thing flies, I have a video of me flying the drone while I put up a CB antenna, and I put the remote down and it stayed in place, and it came back like it should. I set the I set the altitude to 90 because we have some very tall trees. The return to home altitude, we have some very tall trees, so I just wanted to make sure it come back at 90 meters. And when the battery got low, it returned to home by itself, and it just started going in the air. So I got nervous, and I thought I was having a flyaway, but I forgot I set the the return to home so high, so it can go over every tree. And it went to the spot where it took off from, and landed in the exact same spot. It wasn't off at all, you know. But I did grab the controller though, so I could twist the camera around toward me and things. I hope I covered everything for anybody curious about the Hubsan Zino. I'm in love. It's just as good as or better than the Phantom 3 standard, or that you fly on the Lychee app and things like that. So I'm gonna do a distance test coming pretty soon, maybe today, but it's kind of gloomy outside. But you know, that might make good conditions for the color contrast that the camera picks up, and you could see a lot of stuff better. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and sorry this is my very first review I've ever done, and I get used to it and get better with it. All right then, and this is Magnum 58, aka Michael Gardner, signing off. 242 on the CB radio. If you guys ever skip talk, y'all have a good day.